Hey Feminine, let's go ahead and jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see what these messages are, y'all. For our feminines, thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? We have peace. Shocking emotional storm. They came out together. Okay, that's interesting because they birthed. Wow. They both mentioned turmoil. Okay. Unexpected turmoil that leaves you affected, feeling unstable. Okay. I feel like this is how you feel or think towards a person whenever a person returns. And I say that because what I kept hearing in my mind when this card fell out is I come in peace. I feel like somebody comes in peace, or they want you to know that they're coming in peace. We have divine feminine here. Yeah. So the way you look at when somebody returns or when they comes back is like it's going to bring, you know, trouble, or it's going to bring some sort of turmoil. You might look at this person and say, oh, you're trouble, or something like that. Okay, you may be someone who's been in a state of peace this entire time and coming across this person for the very first time. Take it as it applies to you and just being like, you know, you're trouble because you're going to throw me off, or you're trouble because you get my emotions all razzle dazzled, or, you know, you get certain things going. I don't know how that's going to leave me feeling, you know, different things like that. We have mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. You might feel like something could be a mistake, or yeah, we got twin flame sticking his head out. We have conflict. Some of you may feel like letting your person in would be a mistake. Letting them in was a mistake. Okay, take it as it applies, as it resonates with you. Not everybody's going to feel the same. Not every reading is going to be for everyone. All right, we have spying. This person is definitely keeping tabs on you some way, somehow. Excuse me. This person has ways of getting information on you that they want. This could be social media, but it doesn't have to be. This person could be keeping tabs on you in some way, shape, form, or fashion here. Okay, yeah, because they really want a new beginning. They want a fresh start. But again, like I said, you feel like you're in an energy of peace. They want you to know they come in peace. They're not coming to disturb, you know, anything you have going on. They don't want to disturb you emotionally, right? But again, you have to take your power back here in the situation. You're not a victim, okay? So if in any way, shape, form, or fashion you feel like you let this person in and that was a mistake because you were at peace, everything was balanced, there was harmony in your life, and then boom, an emotional storm. I'm about to say emotional. An emotional storm, okay? Something you did not want. Obviously unexpected. But this person wants to try again, okay? We have possibilities here as the underlining. I feel like this person just continues to see the possibilities of longevity with you, okay? Even if it's something you stop seeing. All right. We have cloudy judgment and obscurity. You may feel like somebody comes in, but they hide or conceal their true intentions. You feel like this person does nothing but cause illusions, cause you to feel unbalanced. See? Distorted. It's like Seven of Cups energy. You're in your divine feminine energy. Yeah, you feel like this person comes in bringing confusion and uncertainty. They don't let you go, but you don't feel like this person has given you what you know you deserve either. And I say what you know you deserve is because, well, you wouldn't deserve anybody to come in and disturb your peace. So it's not like you're sitting around being entitled like, oh, I want more. I deserve more. If you're going to be in my life, you got to give me more. But it's just like, obviously, nobody should come in your life and throw you off. You know what I mean? So, but it's like you can't give people so much power that they're able to throw you off. So again, back to this mistake where you feel like letting somebody get close to you is a mistake because you don't feel emotionally safe with this person. Okay, you're elusive. You feel like they just spin a web of lies. Okay, you feel like this person is extremely deceptive, not honest, okay, not willing to change or tell the truth at all. We have fantasy and distracted. You feel like this person is a distraction. If there's someone that you think about, if you find yourself still craving them, still longing for them in some way, it's like you're trying to detox them from your system, okay? Whoa, we have running. They may feel like you're running away from them. Okay, you're disappearing. All right, is it because you're bored? You want something, someone that you can go deeper with, and you feel like this person is pretty much shallow level. Okay. You may feel like this person runs away from anything real. They don't let it get real. They don't let it get deep. It just stays in fantasy land. So that could be another reason why you're like, yeah, this is not it for me, or something like that. There's distance here. So this is why they're spying on you, okay? Because you're not speaking to them, or you're not giving them any insight as to how you're feeling. If you're distancing yourself, I'm pretty sure that's giving them an idea and it's making them upset. We have bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. Just more reasons for you to keep your distance from this person. They want a new beginning, but a new beginning for what? You want something solid. You want something more. If this person is not able to offer you more, you're not sitting around wanting something from someone who's unavailable to give it to you. You're attempting to move on. This person is not letting you move on in peace because they want to be present in your life. Present in your life for what? When the two of you are on two different pages and seem to want two different things. So again, it's just giving, if anybody's entitled, is this person. It's like they want you, so they want you. But what does that mean? Okay. We have finality, farewells, leave behind, closure. All right. So after this time of separating, because I feel like this has happened multiple times. Okay. I do. Because I don't know. It's something about it where I just feel like, and this is not all women, you know, and not all divine feminines resonate as women, but the majority do, and that's the majority of the people who watch this content, right? So, yes, there are men here, hey guys, but I'm speaking to the ladies right quick, okay? Perhaps some men are like this too, but I'm just speaking on the nature of women, right? Very emotional, very nurturing, loving for the most part. Not everybody has all of these qualities, but again, for the most part. So, this is why women are like people that take longer to leave situations, because they like to give people chances. They like to be understanding. They want to be patient, all this stuff. So it doesn't feel like this is, oh, somebody coming in and, you know, like I said, for maybe a few of you, that could be the case. You meet somebody and you're like, oh, I was at peace. I let you in. You threw me off. Okay. But in the event, this is someone that you've dealt with before. You've given them chances before. The same thing has happened again. Why would you possibly allow another opportunity for the same thing to happen again? Somebody has already shown you who they are. You're not trying to paint a different picture anymore. That's just what it is. So if this person has like a hard time accepting that, that's one thing. But that being the truth and the reality is something else. You're not about to allow yourself to be bamboozled, tricked, lied to, whatever you want to call it. You know? So this person is rushing in towards you, but for what? Okay, I just saw the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords and Justice. Rushing in towards you. Because what? Eight of Wands. Sun card. the thing is, the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords both have that energy of movement. Quick, swift movement. We saw the Knight of Swords. I said they're rushing in towards you. Rushing in towards you for what? The Eight of Wands is, again, movement and quick movement. Communication. But for what? So it's like you're rushing in because you want to see movement. You feel like feminine is running away. So if you don't rush in, you feel like you'll miss out on being a part of feminine's life. And feminine makes you happy because the Sun card is here. It's your masculine, child. Don't ask me. All right, we got Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles being my engagement ring. This is, and then the Hierophant. If this person were to pop out of nowhere with this question, you would probably be like, are you serious? But yes. Yes, they are serious. Okay? Yes, they are. The Moon. Your guard is completely up. You feel like there's more to it. You feel like this person is not telling you everything. Again, it's that are you serious type energy. Yes, they are serious. Nine of Cups, because you would be their heart's desires, wish fulfillment. This would be a wish come true. You make them happy. Again. Eight of Swords. And the Five of Cups. So they think about this all the time. They have so much regret over whatever took place, whatever happened, that yes, trying again, having a new beginning would be their heart's desires and wish fulfillment. Not just any beginning, but a beginning that leads down to something much more. Okay? Something like long-term commitment. Like I said, this person can see longevity. So because of that, you know what I'm saying? They're going to keep trying. They're going to keep doing. Even though you look at it like, okay, well, I can't take any more of X, Y, Z. They're like, well, that's not my intentions to bring you X, Y, and Z. So I guess I should still proceed. Like, that's where this person is coming from. They not looking at it like, oh, last time was the last time. You know, I hurt feminine for the last time. No, they're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it like, well, feminine is so patient, loving, and nurturing that I'll be able to get this other opportunity. They're very confident about this. Okay? Because of regret that they feel over how things have gone. Yeah, Page of Wands, King of Wands, a lot of action, a lot of determination coming from this person. They've had some sort of wake-up call when it comes to you. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, they don't want this to be done. Okay, they don't want you to, quote-unquote, leave them behind, leave this behind. Person is coming in wanting to express affection. Judgment. Okay, so your discernment on the situation is, again, guard up, boundaries set in place, you know, not allowing this person to get too close to me because, yeah, I know this is my divine counterpart, but Five of Pentacles, I'm going to leave them on the outside while I'm over here. Okay. There is a lot of desire. There's a lot of, like I said, you're yearning for them, you're longing for them, you know. Yearning, longing, aching, wanting, but there's been a lot of pain. Speaking of aching, okay, been a lot of heartache, a lot of sadness. A lot of the time while you were present, this person was absent. Again, it's like they ran away from what they're now saying makes them so happy. So if it makes you so happy, why would you run away from it? Or why would you push it away? Four of Swords. So something gives you peace, but you push it away. Something makes you happy, but you push it away. If they're in the energy of distortion and confusion, that's why. They didn't know how to judge the situation. But then it threw you off. Okay? Because now moon, perhaps it's not what I think it is, right? Perhaps it is an illusion after all. Okay? Me seeing what I want to see instead of what's actually there. So now you're looking at the situation and the person different. But it's like they're waking up to the truth. You know? Ciao. Okay. Empress, you've been doing a lot of work on yourself. A lot of work on moving forward. Okay. Two of Cups. You still love this person though. There's a lot of love here between the two of you. You got the Four of Wands as the underlining. I don't feel like they're going to let go or give up so easily. Okay. Even though you're like, this is it. This is the final farewell. I don't feel like this person is going to give up easily. Knight of Wands was just trying to hop out of the deck. Knight of Wands is extremely determined. Very driven. You know, Death card. Okay, Seven of Swords, the underlining. Yeah, so Death card is like the end. Okay, so you're talking about finality, then the Death card, that's the end. Seven of Swords is, again, because somebody has been dishonest. Because you don't know if you can trust this person. Again, they're spying on you. Spying on you because they don't want it to be over. But this is something that they did to themselves. They created this situation. So, of course, they understand that. But it doesn't make it any easier to accept. So, they really don't want to accept that. Again, with this Knight of Wands. If it's not the Knight of Swords, it's the Knight of Wands. But some of you just view this person as, like, you know, a distraction or something that would throw you off. Hence that, you know, I've done a lot of work on myself. I've brought this peace back into my life. Harmony is here. I don't need the distraction. No time for distractions, you know. Turning your back to that. 1717 on a timestamp. Alright, what is this? We have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is success, victory, overcoming obstacles. So yeah, it's like it took you a while to get to a certain place where you felt like you were moving again, but you're moving, you're doing, you're up. Okay, Eight of Pentacles, you've been putting the work in on yourself. The person wants to put the work in on y'all. They feel like this could be successful. They feel like it's all about divine timing. They saw the truth, or they see the truth in divine timing. Okay, that's how they see it. That's how they want you to see it. You see the Seven of Cups. Confusion, okay? You see the Tower. This coming out of nowhere. This person coming and bringing this out of nowhere. But what they want to bring is Ace of Swords. Clarity, truth, honesty. You just don't see it that way now. Okay? Nine of Cups. It's like you should have gave me that from the beginning. We have the Wheel of Fortune. But this is something that they feel like is meant to be. Is fate. Is destined. Okay? Again, whatever you put out there, you get back. Wheel of Fortune is a card of karma. Okay, Six of Swords. So you being distant, I know you're distant because of whatever I was or was not doing. But that's not changing how I feel or what I want to do about it. Because sitting back and accepting it as is not something this person wants to do. Yeah. I feel like they keep fantasizing and dreaming about you. So with the King of Wands, it's like they're determined to take some sort of action. This could be a very attractive person that's typically used to, you know, that being what makes people come back. The way they look, okay? But it's not working with you, okay? Because I don't feel like you are with this person because of the way they look. The way they look is like a bonus. It's like, you look good, great. That's in addition to everything else, right? There's a sacred connection between us, and there's a lot of love, admiration, and respect, okay? However, a person lying to you, a person mistreating you, things like that, will make it seem like they don't respect you. Hence the Moon card, where you're like, well, perhaps it's not what I thought it was to begin with. So because you were looking for something deeper, something more, they were keeping it surface level. That's what got you guys to this place. You know, so you thinking, oh, the looks is going to work. Again, shallow. The looks don't mean nothing. You know, later for the looks. Because with the Nine of Pentacles being up, showing up as how you are, that's very confident, very well put together, very secure. So I'm secure in myself. I don't need to, you know, chase after this person because of what they look like or what they have. All right, so we have Judgment. Judgment and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this person being someone that They're stepping into their Emperor energy that I see. We got the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Here's the King of Cups. They're stepping into their Emperor energy, Ace of Cups, because they know that they have to like bring their A game here. They can't come to you half stepping, so they're bringing themselves in full. That's what it seems like. You know, if this is the final straw, if this is the last chance, this is already the leg that I'm on. I don't have no more times to mess up. You know, all I have is that one opportunity to show feminine that I'm serious and that I come in peace. Okay, so King of Pentacles is someone you can trust, very dependable and reliable energy. This is the energy of security and stability. So again, you're securing yourself. That's great, but I want you to feel secure in me, because the person knows you don't trust them. If you trusted them, why would all this be where you are, what's happening, etc.? Right? So they know that much. Still hopeful for this reunion. Confidence is their key to success. They feel like they're in love and they feel like they can go deep. They feel like they can let you deep. Maybe they were afraid to initially. Maybe it's something they're not used to. But it's something that they want to do now. Something they want to try now. Okay. We have the Hermit. Yeah, because where have you gone? You know, again, with the disappearing act, the ghosting, running, they feel like you're running away. No, you're just reflecting. You're soul searching. You're trying to figure out how you got to this place. How did you allow someone to throw you off like that or something like that? Again, you were in a space where you're taking your power back. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. We have this guard up with this person. Again, Three of Swords is the energy that we're looking into now. It's because of that. Upset. Okay. It was upsetting and stressful. Upsetting and stressful. All right. And you had to heal from that. Heal your heart from that. Something that was upsetting and stressful. Okay. The Two of Cups. For those of you who have a physical distance, you would say, well, how does a person who's so far away from you have so much power or this and that, right? To be able to control, or not even control, but to be able to affect your emotions. Well, because the two of you are so close emotionally, so close energetically. So the person is able to affect you emotionally. I feel like that's another thing that you're upset about. Like you're just, you know, you were upset with yourself for stressing this, you know, like putting more on something when you're the only one who was looking at it like it was more or something like that. So now it's like you're putting your head over your heart, what is this, and blocking somebody out. Healing, you know, focused on other things is really what you're doing. Okay, you're being guided to trust your higher self here in a situation. Three of Pentacles, and it flipped itself in reverse. Okay, Three of Pentacles in reverse is like you feel like you're wasting your time with the situation, but you're wasting your time with the person. And again, you would much rather just keep your peace of mind. Okay, whatever you're working on, if you're working on something, excuse me, or if your energy is building something up, that's exactly what you expect, something to be built up. If nothing comes from it, it was a waste of time. What were you putting your energy and effort into? Lollygagging? Okay. So we have the Death card. Okay, the Two of Wands. So it's like you have a decision to make. Okay. Leave this be. Give it another go. Yeah, when it comes to you investing your time and energy, like I said, Page of Cups, they are coming back. They are going to apologize. They do want to reconcile. They are looking for your cooperation in the matter, right? So, High Priestess, you're being guided to trust your inner knowing. Okay? Trust your wisdom. You don't know exactly how things are going to happen, but if you trust your intuition, you'll have a pretty good idea. We got the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Sun card, the Tower, and the Empress. Okay, so we know what the person wants with you, but are they going to get a certain opportunity? Depends. Depends on what your higher self tells you to do. Okay. You feel one way now. You look at the situation one way now, but perhaps soon come, you'll shift perspective. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is here. fate is forever changing based on the decisions that we make. Alright. And for those of you who have already made your mind up, well, that's just what it is. We saw finality. You see that? That's it. That's it and all. Okay? Don't matter what you do, what you want, what you say. Okay? You've done, said, and wanted enough. Alright? You got enough. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have lessons. All right, they can say they learned their lesson, but you can also say you learned yours. All right. We have transformation. There's a breakthrough. Okay, you're ready for the next level. Memories. They're thinking about you a lot. Here's destruction again. Another tower moment coming in. Unexpected. Is it really unexpected? Not really. Person feels like they would be settling elsewhere. Okay, they want to be with their divine counterpart. We have family. This person may view you as someone who is their soul family. Yes, they're raising their vibration. They could have also been worried about the opinions and judgment of family and certain people around them. Yes, that card just came out again. So let us see. We have runner. Yeah, there's a reason why they ran. Runner came out twice. All right, regardless of what it is, it just is. You know, it's like regardless of why it is. So I don't think the why would really matter to a person that's done. For those of you who are done. We have receive, but it's your time to receive. Person wants to come in now, again, have this fresh start with you. Okay, they might have to travel towards you again for those of you who are at a distance from one another. Okay, they want you to be open-minded and release the past. They are saying that they have ascended, they have leveled up. Again, they have learned their lesson. They're going through transformation. All right. They're processing their emotions. They're on a sacred journey here. They're understanding their sacred journey more as a divine masculine. Okay. And they want to make this offer to you. Again, sacred journey, because they're on their sacred journey. They want you to be on the path with them. Like you're on your own journey. They're on their journey. But they want to be on twin flame journey with you. They want to do it with you. Okay. Yeah, masculine. Okay. They're seeking you. They want to do it with you. You're hesitant. Guard up. Boundary set. Again, not sure if you should reinvest your time, your energy. Okay. Are you better off without beliefs? Have the beliefs synced up? Union. Yeah. We have union as the underlining. All right. I feel like this person knows what they know now. Okay. They know what this is. They know it's a sacred connection. Okay, they feel like nothing will keep the two of you apart. They're going to keep trying. Okay, yeah, because they feel like you're their soulmate. And this is a blessing. Maybe they've come to realize that a lot of people don't meet their true, you know, companion. They feel like they met theirs. They met the one that Spirit has for them. And so for them to, like, throw that away would be very foolish. So they want to keep trying. Yes, they have their ways. Yes, they did their things. But it's like that's prior to them having matured in spirit, matured on their journey, matured spiritually. You know what I'm saying? They learned a lot. They feel like their perspective has shifted. They know what true happiness is. Again, they're returning. They want a second chance and the opportunity to make amends. They want a fresh start. Keep an open mind, release the past. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be in that energy of investing your time, energy, love, effort, knowing that they want to hold on to you. Yes, some of you might just view this person as very possessive, still very dishonest. Okay, you're securing yourself and you don't have any time for distractions. So if this person is doing any of that, coming with the nonsense, and your higher self tells you that, you're leaving them right where they are. Queen of Wands, some of you feel like this person only come towards you because you're so attractive and magnetic. Okay, but I feel like it's everything about you, honestly. You just make them happy. You give them a lot of joy. Bring them a lot of joy. Okay, so those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.